why are you doing ultra pasteurization on your milk? Well, we have to. You have to? Yeah, we have to. I don't understand this. And I explained to her, she knew this, you know, regular pasteurization is 161 degrees. It destroys half the nutrients. Even if it was good to start with, it destroys half the nutrients. The other half has been compromised because it wasn't done right in the first place. But, so I said, I just don't understand this ultra pasteurized. I said, at 225 degrees, you destroy everything. So you're trying to pass off to the public that they're going to get organic milk, which is better, and the stuff is so bad you can set it on that table for a month and it won't go bad. If the bugs won't eat it, why would you eat it? Any rate, she says, but we have to protect our customers. I said, I think we lost something here. You're not protecting the customer. Oh no, sir, we're protecting the stores so their shelf life is longer. I said, in other words, you're trying to lie to the public that this stuff is good when in fact it's terrible. Well, sir, that's just the way we got to do it. But these are kind of things that are going on, and unless we do something, and I mean, people sometimes think, well, you know, what's one person? Bottom line is, if you vote with your pocketbook, there's a lot that we can all do. Yes, sir.
Cows that you have, do you sell calves?
You mean live?
Yes.
I haven't, but I will. I'm kind of getting to the point that I'm going to be eating out of house and home, and I'm going to have to do that eventually soon. I did lease 85 more acres this year, so I've got more hay, and after we get the hay off, I've got 55 acres that I can graze. But yeah, the problem is that right now I could get rid of at least five to eight steers right now. I don't have them. I took 3 in yesterday in the old cow. That's all I got. But yeah, you know, I sell a lot of, I mean, I have a lot of halves. Now I'm getting 3/4, and then I have full bloods. One of the neat things about, I stumbled into this, my first cow, full blood that I bought, had a red gene and nobody knew about it. And then I bought another one that has a red gene, and now we're breeding to a bull that has a red gene to get red. Now, if you're not raising cows, this doesn't mean as much, but red cows are not bothered by flies as much as black. And a red cow will be out in the middle of a pasture on an August afternoon eating, and the black cow will be in the woods. Now that doesn't, I'm not getting rid of my blacks, it's just something else that hopefully turns out economically.
For a good beef cow, because we're going to have a couple of milk cows, and you put a good beef bull in there, and,
yeah.
And
these cows will make anything better, and I'm not saying that to be smart. In fact, Foster and I have talked about it because, you know, we really need healthy fat. That's what we don't have. But some people don't even want that. So he and I are talking about it, and I've put an order in for 2 longhorn cows, and I'm going to cross some of them on longhorns just because there'll be people that want that. And it's kind of strange. Most of the time you want females because of breeding and expanding your herd, but you know, I'd like to sell steers, and last year we hardly had any bulls, which was kind of nice in a way. So, any other questions?
That was Institute for what?
Institute for Responsible Technology. And his name is Jeffrey Smith. And his first book was Seeds of Deception. And the point being is, these things were never tested on people. They didn't understand what it's doing. You can feed this stuff to rats, and in 10 days their testicles are 30–40% smaller. They have babies, and the babies can't breed. Some of the babies have deformities. So Seeds of Deception was one book, and he's got another one called something roulette. I forgot what it was, something roulette. But again, I'm doing a plug, and I get nothing out of this, but I am plugging Acres USA. You can find any book almost on any topic that you want. So it's acresusa.com. And there's some neat things. There's a book that Charles wrote that connects almost every disease to some shortage of a trace mineral. And we don't have trace minerals in the food. That's why dealing with yourself or like with Foster to CSA, he's putting minerals back into that. He's helping the soil, and he's helping us. He's helping the food. So those are things that you really need to do. You need to be aware of it. But like if you're a woman and you're taking calcium because the doctor said calcium citrate will help you, don't believe it, because it's worthless. My mother just passed away at 90, was in horrible pain for 5 years because of osteoporosis. This was before I got into all this and knew what was going on and stuff. Bottom line is, we have to do local food, yourself as much as possible if you want. Foster, me, somebody. But remember, on the beef, you want something that's grass-fed from a gene standpoint, not somebody converted it over. Whether it's mine or anybody else's, you need to keep that in mind.
How many cows go into that 1 pound of ground beef you get at the store?
Huh?
How many cows are in that 1 pound of ground beef at the store?
Lord only knows. It goes in a big pile and gets ground
What's the gallon
up.
of milk you buy?
What?
What's the gallon of milk you buy?
If you could take a gallon of milk and take part of it and go back to the cow that did it, she wouldn't recognize it came from her because it didn't. I mean, it's just all processed, overly processed, thrown in a big tank, and all the nutrients are gone and everything. And y'all ever heard of Weston A. Price? You ought to know about Weston A. Price. One, because of the raw milk, but for a lot of other reasons. But Weston A. Price is a really good organization, and you can learn a lot about food through Sally Fallon and that group. Okay, any other questions?
Let's let them eat.
Food. Yeah, standing here.
There's a lot of activity by the government that's trying to crack down on the raw milk production. I think it was in Pennsylvania.
Well, no, it's all over. In fact, there's a bill here in Texas. And the whole reason is large corporations don't want any competition. So they go to the government because they have the money. So this whole thing is corporation driven through the government, just like the Farm Bill.
Lisa and Carol. We need to, I don't know, somehow drive that too.
I believe Canada doesn't even allow for raw milk.
Now, a lot of them, now the way Florida got around the raw milk is they sell it as pet food.
Aha, that's great.
And that's what it's labeled as, pet food.
These are hard boiled, right?
So there's ways to get around this.
Those are like our fresh flowers, farm style.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh.
We would probably like, so yours, it was low-line Brangus?
No, low-line Angus.
Angus, sorry.
Yes.
Low-line Angus.
Yeah, these are